Hey guys, I hope you're having a good day. I just listened to a podcast by Seth Andrews, his Thinking Atheist podcast, and he had David Warnock on there. And Dave Warnock is he doesn't have much long to live, and so very it's sad. I hate death, right? But on there he says two things. First, he talks about how it's death is like having to leave the party early, and then later on he talks about how we should be content with one life and not want an eternity of, not want to live forever. And so I think this is going to sound harsh. I think he's lying to himself and he's lying to the audience, right? Because he said he feels like he is having to leave the party early, right? He's enjoying life is what it sounded like. And so man, atheists, you do want to live forever. And I can prove God. You liars. You guys are liars. You scientists who say proteins don't prove a creator, you're a liar. Aaron Ra, you tried to debunk my video, you're a liar. You know the central dogma, protein synthesis cannot come about without a creator. You cannot have a simultaneous evolution of genes and proteins working together as mRNA and DNA and the ribosome, and then you've got the protein folding problem. You guys are ridiculous. You guys do want to live forever. You just don't want to live forever in an environment where there's pain. I totally agree with you. That's why God is trying to get us there. God is trying to get us into an environment where there is no pain and we can live forever. But you got to do things His way. You know why? Because if you do things the wrong way, you bring in pain. All right? He's wanting a sinless environment. You guys just hate that disconnect. You want to be your own gods. You want to do what you want to do. You don't want to submit to God. So God is saying, hey, look, I'm going to give you an eternity where you can live forever and there's no pain, but you got to promise me you're not going to bring pain in. You've got to promise me that you're going to agree with me on what is right and what is wrong, and that you got to submit to me because I'm the only one that knows how to create a sinless environment with no pain. Oh, but you guys are wiser than God. Okay, anyway. Man, forgive me for being so passionate. You'd be passionate too if you believe the New Testament, right? And I know that's a hard thing for you right now. So I'm asking you to watch yesterday's video that I made, that I can out-argue any atheist and how people can out-argue any atheist. Study proteins. Be honest with yourself. I know I'm making enemies now, and I don't care, because I know after we all die, you're going to wish that I was louder about these things, that there is a God. Proteins prove a God. Jesus is the most logical explanation for who God is. His words make sense. The New Testament makes sense. I'm sorry you're offended by the Old Testament and hell. Hell makes sense. Man, all of you guys know hell. If you have people you're trying to protect, you keep people that want to hurt them out of it. That's all God is doing. He's saying, I want an environment where there's no pain. Pain comes from sin, and I can't have that if people are wanting to keep sin in. So I've got people who are willing to get sin out. So anyway, hell makes sense. You just don't realize it yet. You're going to realize it after you die. So anyway, abandon your desire to be independent from God. I know you want to live forever. God wants you to live forever with Him in a sinless environment. Please watch yesterday's video. Please be honest with yourself. Quit lying to yourselves. Proteins could form naturally by chemistry and physics over time. A living cell could come about naturally. Yeah, right. You're ridiculous. Study what happens inside of a living cell and then read the New Testament for yourself, all right? I'm not going to give you a hard time for not being a Christian. I'm just telling you I think that is the best explanation. I will give you a hard time for not believing in a creator because that's science, all right? Whew. I bet a lot of people don't like me, but I don't care. We're all going to be dead soon, and you're going to wish I was louder.